Thompson?
This is a normal phone cable. We're about to make the largest phone cable in the world. But will it still charge my phone? Okay, so a normal smartphone cable is 3 foot long. We are starting this thing out 100. We're already out of the room and we're literally just getting started. The main challenge with something like this is the longer the cable, the higher the resistance, which means that less voltage will reach the phone on the other side. And so, to try and combat the insane amount of resistance, we've gone for cables that have gold-plated contact points. Because gold is very conductive.
Cross the line. Gonna tell you right. To show your face. Broad daylight. Telling you of how I feel. Gonna hurt your mind. Don't shoot your kid. Come on. Come on. Lay it on me. All right. I'm giving you on the count of 3 to show your stuff. Let it be. I'm telling you. I just want
Want to be sure? Get help with the Google app. Just tap the camera icon. Choose.
Hello everyone, it is I, CC.
I mean, if you're not drafting this first overall, what are you doing? SpongeBob SquarePants. That's the right pick. Come on, so many iconic lines. Everything after that kind of drops off, but I'm going to take a hometown favorite, the Rugrats. One of the best theme songs of all time. Can you sing it?
Ba 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba.
I'm going to take one of the most watched cartoons of all time. I'm taking Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh, I didn't think you were going to take that. This show had a lot of stars, and it's a throwback. I'm taking all that. Kenan Thompson, Amanda Bynes, Nick Cannon, Drake Bell. And what are they doing now? Yeah, well, some of them are in trouble. I'm going to take one of my favorites. I'm taking Rocket Power. I got to save myself here. I'm in a bad hole. I'm taking Drake and Josh. I'll go with the safe pick here. I'm going Fairly Odd Parents. I feel like I've been overthrown. I just came into the castle, climbed in, grabbed you, threw you out. I'm going to take the boy wonder, Jimmy Neutron. Boy genius. The boy genius. Mrs. Fowl. Oh! I mean, if you're not drafting this first overall, what are you doing? SpongeBob SquarePants.
CC Stages, but you can call me David. I am making this video because I realize you all deserve better. The other day I was just logging into my CC Stages account and realized how terrible it was of me to come back in such a promising way, only to vanish afterwards without a trace. I didn't die or anything, I just disappeared, and I simply can't forgive myself for doing this to such a great fan base. Not once, but a few other times too. And I'm here to set things straight and give you a proper explanation, the one that you deserve, as well as what my future may hold for this community. It all started in April 2015 when Five Nights at Freddy's was booming and I encountered a creepypasta video titled The Truth Behind Chuck E. Cheese by a channel named Mystic Nightmare. At first, young me became terrified thinking it was true, but slowly realized there was nothing to worry about. Loosening up to these characters, a character used by the name of Big Cheese, of course, who we all know at the time was one of the ghosts. I visited my local C beta and called it so I did an attempt to replicate Cheese's extreme close-ups. My interest kept growing and I knew I had to create these characters myself. I had done similar things in the past since I've always been a creative person. After all, my local location was just a Studio C beta with a single Chucky, so that just added to the desire to have these characters. So in June of 2015, I created my first character, my favorite, Jasper. It was not an animatronic, but rather a dummy. Soon I found a user who is now deleted that used remote control cars to make the mouth moves. And soon I made the other characters throughout that summer on top of puppets of every character but Pasquale. Sounds familiar? I went to my local and the Canton 2-stage location and filmed some videos there as well. I didn't even know the Canton location had a 2-stage. I just went to a random location hoping they'd have all the characters, and luckily enough, I looked in the window and they did. It was always a dream of mine to have a YouTube channel, so on September 19th, 2015, I created my very first, what we all know today as CC Stages, though the E and C weren't even capital back then, which I later changed in early 2016. With the videos on my first day and actually got 5 subscribers overnight, which I did not at all expect. I continued to post multiple videos a day, some of which are now deleted, but I still have, and got some comments, good and bad, but hey, that's to be expected with how some of my characters looked. Even the guy got the OC cog method from found me. By September 27th, I somehow... Hello everyone, it is I.
There are 3 points in the game called warp zones, where you can skip ahead to the later levels. The first one is at the end of World 1-2. This warp zone will take you to Worlds 2, 3, or 4. The second warp zone is at the middle of World 4-2, where you've got to hit this secret vine and climb up it to access Worlds 6, 7, and 8. The final warp zone is again at World 4-2, and this one can be accessed by staying up top of the stage and running past the exit pipe. This one will take you to World 5. There are 3 points in the game called warp zones, where you can skip ahead to the later levels. The first one is at the end of World 1.
If you're a musician or a video editor, I've got a free tool that I think could be really useful for you. I was recently watching some ADC seminars about AI tools in the audio industry, and a completely untreated room. There's a bit of echo and reverberation, but there's also a fan and an air filter running at max speed, just to try and create some more noise here. Let's see what we can do to make this sound better, hopefully a little bit more clean and clear. So this is without any denoising, and this is with the denoising. So initially the results sort of speak for themselves. Of course, if we push this down too much, it's going to sound unnatural. Sort of depends what your audio is intended for. If it was for a YouTube video to be watched on a phone, then you could probably push it all the way like this. I'm recording in a completely untreated room. There's a bit of echo and reverberation. But if it was for a more professional setting, like, treating vocals for a song, or you're expecting people to use headphones or studio monitors, then I definitely keep it at a more light reduction, just like this. I'm recording in a completely untreated room. There's a bit of echo and reverberation. It just takes it from something that
When I was maybe probably 13, I put like these, I had to jump on a trampoline for one of the web show things, and at the time I put like something in the bra of what I was wearing because I wanted to look like I had like bigger boobs, and I was jumping on the trampoline and one of them flew out. It was like a little like thing, I don't even remember what it was, like a cutlet or like some little thing, and when I was jumping one flew out and it like flew through the air and they yelled cut and nobody really knew what happened. I knew, of course. So I'm like running around looking for it, and I found it, and I think I stuck it in my pocket or something. And Nathan at the time kept saying, like, what was that? What flew through the air? What was that? Like, he would not let it go because he just wanted to figure it out, and he didn't have any idea what it was. And I think Jeanette knew. I feel like she was like, oh God. But it was just so embarrassing, and I'll never forget it. When I was maybe probably 13, I put like these, I had to jump on a trampoline for one of the web show things, and at the time I put like something in the bra.
Jeanette McCurdy talks about her current relationship with Miranda Cosgrove, and listen to what she said.
Oh my god, I love Miranda to pieces. I always will. She has such a special place in my heart. She helped me grow as a person and heal as a person, and I hope I did the same for her. And I just love her so much.
Do you guys still keep in touch with one another?
We totally still keep in touch. Not as often as we used to. We used to be attached to the hip, so it was very much that kind of relationship throughout. Honestly, probably until our mid-20s. But now we're all grown up in our different directions. But I'm always rooting for her.
Jeanette McCurdy talks about her current relationship with Miranda Cosgrove, and listen to what she said.
Oh my god, I love Miranda to pieces. I always will. She has such a special place in my heart.
All of TikTok, it's like making fun of me. Like everyone on TikTok thinks it's me laughing, but it's my friend Whitney laughing, and I keep texting her, I'm like, you framed me.
But also how you said probably is so innocent, and then it's like, it's still your favorite word.
Yep, it's still my favorite.
Hey!
Probably. All of TikTok, it's like making fun of me. Like everyone on TikTok. You won't see Tebow yet, as far as I know. You'll definitely see spaghetti tacos. You'll see Luber, but his wort is gone. Spencer does set fire to many things. Carly can't speak Italian at all. There's actually a bunch of jokes in the show about how she learned like no Italian while she was in Italy. We touch on messing with Luber, but we don't actually do it again. I would love to do the Idiot Farm Girl again. I used to love doing those skits, but no, not yet. I don't know. I mean, One Direction and Michelle Obama are pretty hard to beat, but we do have a lot of guest stars and a lot of people back, and it was really fun. There are some pretty moments. There are a lot of pretty moments. I don't know. Some people they ship Spencer with Harper, but that's trouble. You won't see Tebow yet, as far as I know. You'll definitely see spaghetti tacos.
Not really a reboot, it's a revival. What made you want to come back, by the way, in the first place?
I think one of the main things that made two things. I wanted to hang out with Jerry and Nathan again because they're like my family. I've known them forever. I love them. And even though I still got to see them, it's not really the same as.
Not really a reboot, it's a revival. What made you want to come back, by the way, in the first place?
I think one of the main things that made two things. I wanted to hang out with Jerry and Nathan again because they're like my family. I've known them forever. I love them. And even though I still got to see them, it's not really the same as making a show together and being a team and trying to make people laugh. That's really fun. And then the other reason I really wanted to come back was just for the original fans that loved the show. I felt like there was more story to tell with the characters, and I felt like we could really do right by some of those people that enjoyed the original.
Not really a reboot, it's a revival. What made you want to come back, by the way, in the first place?
I think one of the main things that made
The transition from child star.
McCurdy, who was also played your best friend Sam on the show, made the decision she wasn't coming back for the reboot. Are you all still friends? Was that decision okay with you?
Yes, definitely. I really wanted her originally to be a part of the show, but I think that what she ended up doing was exactly the path that
She's a best-selling author, yes.
Yeah, it's incredible. So I'm just so happy for her.
And you all are still tight. All of
Yeah,
you
we
there.
love her.
McCurdy, who was also played your best friend Sam on the show, made the decision she wasn't coming back for the reboot. Are you all still friends? Was that decision okay with you?
Yes, definitely. I really wanted her originally to be a part of the show, but I think that what
I like this song. It's pretty romantic, huh? You feeling the mood?
Who is she? What? I know who she is. This is Jeffrey, the guy whose father was. This is Jeffrey, the guy who fathered. And he made our puppet persona sniff his face. What? I can't say that. Who is she? What? I know who she is. Who is she?
I'm so happy to be working with Miranda after all these years. She's just like, I don't know, I'm like weirdly impressed with just like what just a strong leader she has become, like sort of running this show and being in the I'm so happy to be working with Miranda after.
What is it like looking back on all those smooches?
I have two funny memories. A, my first kiss I ever had in my whole life was with James Maslow in the episode where he was in a hospital bed, and I had to kiss him while he was unconscious. My second kiss I ever had in my entire life was with Nathan on the show. Nathan had like a girlfriend or a girl he liked.
That's
she was
right.
there on set that day.
Yes.
Watching us kiss, and it was so awkward.
What is it like looking back on all those smooches?
I have two funny memories. A, my
Immediately when we got into seeing early drafts of the script, I begged and pleaded multiple paragraphs to the writers. Please do this. Make her do this. It's going to be so good, and it's such a fun throwback, and it's just one of those things that, you know, maybe we've grown, maybe we've become adults, but those things, they stick around. And it was fun to watch Miranda just slip right back into one of the best bits.
Do what he's talking about.
yeah.
There it is. Immediately when we got into seeing early drafts of the script, I begged and pleaded multiple paragraphs to the
Voice notes, I'm not really into them. I like it when I get voice notes, but I don't like sending them. I just feel more comfortable texting. I was really into AIM when I was little, so I text super fast and I kind of treat it like AIM. Voice notes, I'm not really into them. I like it when I get voice notes, but I don't like sending them. I just feel more comfortable texting. I was really into AIM when I was little, so I text super fast and I kind of treat it like AIM. Voice notes, I'm not really into them. I like it when I get voice notes, but I don't like sending them. I just feel more comfortable texting. I was really into AIM when I was little, so I text super fast and I kind of treat it like AIM. Voice notes, I'm not really into them. I like it when I get voice notes, but I don't like sending them.
How do you feel about people going back and watching, you know, iCarly and Sam and Cat now? Like, do you feel fine with it, or are you kind of like, you know, that's just like not, it just wasn't me, and you wish that it wasn't being brought up again all the time?
No, I mean, of course, I hope people watch whatever tickles their fancy.
Yeah.
Where does that say?
Yeah. Tickles their fancy. You're right.
Yeah,
I say that all the time.
Great. What I said the other day, I said till the cows come home. So it's my favorite thing. But no, I hope people watch whatever suits them. But also, I will say there's this tremendous feeling of relief and appreciation that I have now with the book, and the people who are approaching me now. It's completely about the book, and it does feel like a
Yeah. Tickles their fancy. You're right. I say that all the time.
Right. What I said the other day, I said till the cows come home. So
How do you feel about
That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. Oh, I can put my hands on your nostrils? I know you're weird about germs.
I was 6 when my mom put me in acting.
Did you get to keep this money?
Well, there's this thing called the Coogan account that's supposed to take 15% of your money.
Here are 3 things you didn't know about in Nickelodeon's.
Miranda Cosgrove, who you may reckon
Before.
En otro video te hablé sobre que Dan Schneider se metió al set para tirar los actores de